post and I tag Squareopolis right now. When you see Squareopolis, he is the person that you can contact to try to get a guest from the show. You know, that's his department. I'm just merely, just a humble guest today, kicking it off with my people, having a good time on the radio, guys. You feel me? So y'all tap in with Squareopolis, the best to ever do it. You hear me? And we're gonna do it just like that. Yes, sir. Yes, it's your boy Deno Brown, entertainer, coming to you live from All Day Play FM with DJ Squareopolis in the mix on the ones and twos, killing it, man. First of all, thank you, sir. Yes, sir. First of all, it's an honor and a pleasure to be here in the presence of greatness. I've traveled back to the Mecca. Right. To my home, Oakland, California, home of the Black Panther movement, the emergence of greats like Jason Kidd, Gary Payton, so many valuable other greats, Too Short, MC Hammer, Richie Rich. So many valuable individuals have come out of Oakland. We got Filthy Rich right now, Cookie Money, and Joe Blow. Mr. Fab, just to name a few. But with no further ado, I have a special guest in the building, and I want to get him to the microphone and make sure that he has his proper due on the radio. And for the first time ever, I bring you the fabulous, the great, the unduplicatable Egypt in the building. How you doing today, Egypt?
What's up with you, Deno Brown?
Oh man, I'm
glad to see you back for a minute.
Man, I'm just hanging on like a hubcap in the fast lane, sticking to it like snot to a nostril, trying to be like you when I grow up. You hear me?
Oh, I feel you. It ain't that easy, but you can do it.
That's right. So you are born and raised in Oakland, California, correct?
Actually, I was born in Alameda, California, but I've been raised in East Oakland, California. Went to school in West Oakland, California. So, I kind of ran the streets back in the day. So, I know a few folks. But I'm pretty cool, though, out here.
Yeah, that's town business. So, for those of you that don't know, we go way back all the way to the 90s, where we had the old school muscle cars. We would trade cars back and forth and put the music and the candy paint on the cars and trucks and have a great time. But at this time, we're now adults. And we come back together to have some fun. And I want to get into something really quickly. Egypt has been blessed with a family. And for those of you that may not know, Egypt has some family members on the hit MTV television show Teen and Pregnant. Tell us a little bit about that, Egypt.
Well, it's called Young and Pregnant on MTV. It's based on a story about young teens and the struggle, having kids at an early age and not really being settled. But some say reality shows kind of discredit the youth and the minorities and stuff, but it really tells the truth. So like the co-star on the show is my daughter, Christiana, but they call her Chris on the show. The star of the show is Ashley, her little sister, and it's the struggles that they go through with her baby father, Bar, and they have a little beautiful daughter, Holly. And also star on the show is my daughter's mom, Tashila, they call her Pastor T.
Right.
So, everything is pretty good. We got a lot of ups and downs from it. You get some negative, some positive, but for the most part, it's kind of shining the light. It's kind of, getting the kids to kind of go the other direction.
Right.
And not really want to have kids and, have a limelight with everything. Kind of shows what you probably really would be going through,
Absolutely. And with that, I'm glad that you brought up the fact about its reality TV and that it shows and highlights ups and downs. I also had the opportunity to be on Braxton's Family Values on WeTV, starring Toni Braxton and her sisters. So I'm familiar with it, but I know you can't say too much. but it was so delightful to see you and your son in the background during one of the latest filmings. Has that show been edited, taped, and come out yet?
Oh, that's for season 3. You know, I have a newborn son,
That's
6-month-old, Legend
Right.
Guillory.
Okay.
Yeah, check that name, Legend, because that's what he's going to be.
Awesome.
And he made his debut on the national TV circuit. Hopefully that'll put his face out there, because, you know, we're looking forward to his modeling and his acting down the line. So it was pretty good. You know, that's coming. It's to be edited. Season 3, look out for that.
That's right.
Hopefully everything is shining a positive light,
Mm-hmm.
you know, especially for the babies, you
Right.
know, to see, and, you know, and for my daughter, and then like Ashley, that's like my daughter too. But it's showing progress. It's showing them growing up, coming together. Because they recently had an issue with her daughter's father, Bar.
Mm-hmm.
They were going through their trials and tribulations. But in this little season, in this episode that we shot, it was showing him coming back around the family, coming back together, having some positive input, with myself being there, with my son and his mom. You know, we were all together celebrating T's birthday.
Oh, how amazing is that? Happy belated birthday to T. And back to you, Egypt. I just wanted to ask you, I know that we drove around in the muscle cars and stuff. I eventually branched off into riding motorcycles and taking trips on the bikes, riding with the Rough Riders. Special shout out to the Rough Riders all across the world. DMX. Special shout out to Swiss Beats, Jadakiss, Eve, Styles P, and the whole crew, as well as Drag On. But I also see on Instagram that you have had some new hobbies, and I think they deal with the water. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I've always been fascinated with the water. I got to give a shout out to my one homie from back in the day, Marcellus Thomas, who showed us, you know, he used to go camping when he was little. Like, everybody on the block couldn't afford to go camping. But, you know, he was blessed to go out and see what it's like to be on the rivers and the lakes and stuff. So when he came back from camping, he would show us the lakes, the fishing. He'll bring that to the hood, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's always been a part of me as, you know, I was growing up. You know, the muscle car thing, the side shows, hitting the donuts, driving fast, doing all the little riff-raff stuff was fun.
Right.
I always had something in the back of my head, you know. So as we got a little bit older, we branched off and got our first boat. We got it from a donation center. We learned the hard way, trying to figure out how to figure the water out. But now, yeah, you know, I got something for the family. You know, instead of investing in a hog, you know, Harley Davidson, kind of being a little bit selfish for myself.
Right.
You know, I got the boat where I could have the family going. You know, we could go out on the water and enjoy ourselves out in the California Delta, where the water is real nice. You know, it's pretty cool. People don't even know we have our own paradise in our backyard.
Paradise.
You don't. You don't even have to get on a plane, need a passport, or travel too far. You could just get on the highway 580, go drive about 45 minutes, take a couple of turns here, twisted turns there, and you land somewhere that you never really thought existed out here in the Bay Area.
Wow, man. And that's coming from someone that has been in the Bay Area pretty much his whole life. Oakland factor and legend out here, talking about the jet skis, the boats, and all the adventures that actually take place here in California, the Bay Area in particular, that many people don't know about. You know, we have a man-made lake here in Oakland called Lake Merritt.